September.
September.
Football starts in August, and Mr. Pokrivsek already has new students and prior students from charter schools and cyber schools wanting to participate in football. So if we're going to implement something, we kind of have to do it, to discuss and go to full board, because we don't have another committee till September. Football starts in August.
And I know you want to move forward, Mrs. Ellison. The other part of this is bus rides and the details that go into this. Are we going to make students come to the high school by the bus departs at 2 o'clock? Do those students have to be there to ride that bus at 2 because of the liability that we get involved with? Or will we have, for example, Johnny can't make it by 2 o'clock or the school won't allow him, so now Johnny drives from here to North Penn High School where we're playing that day, and he is now going on his own. So if you get the point of, we have kids going everywhere to these events now, all different directions and all different ways. Who's responsible? Will our coach be responsible? Or if the bus leaves and comes back to Easton, and that kid did not get back on the bus then in North Penn, and he got stuck down there, that communication piece, all that needs to be in maybe a procedure I think we talked about, to make sure that they're all following the same procedure as our high school students for liability purposes. And I don't want to put a coach out there in no man's land when we do have students driving to athletic events on a Friday night to a football game or wherever, being different than what the other kids are held the standard of. So maybe we can get into that in another discussion, or I can talk with Aaron a little bit on some of those intricate things that may have to be put somewhere.
Well, I think liability needs to be addressed in a policy so that if a cyber student is participating in our athletic programs here in the public education programs, that the liability isn't such falling on the school district. But probably that's something that needs to be addressed, and maybe we'll just make note of it and look at language that might address those types of liability issues for a conversation at our next meeting. Okay.
Mrs. Elston, what I'd like to see is, I think the administration has to start to grab these policies, write the policies, have the recommendations in them, and then we're debating what those recommendations are at that point in time, instead of sitting here tonight trying to make the decisions
I agree.
on that. So I think before this